repping what we got in. We should be much better. But, you know, I told him, I said, don't take it. I didn't say that we didn't do anything good tonight, but it's not good enough. We got to be better, and we got to come out that way. We got to come out to practice focused and stay hungry because we're not ready to play a football game.
You've seen some smoother play out of Caleb Berry right now than some of the other quarterbacks?
Well, right off the bat, obviously, right off the bat, the number one defense, they came to play and they were ready to play, and we weren't able to do anything offensively right off the bat. Caleb came out with the twos and against the two defense and moved the ball. So I said, well, I want to see if it's the quarterback play or maybe the two defense. So I said, let's swap them. Let's have Caleb go with the ones and Moss go with the twos to see that. And they both did some things, but I wanted to make sure it just wasn't Caleb looking better because he's going against the second defense and Moss always going against the first defense. It wasn't a demotion. I just wanted to see them both really against both defenses.
What are you seeing out of Moss so far?
He's doing a good job of leading the team and calling the offense. I think he's getting a little frustrated at times, but he's handling it very well. He's got a lot of maturity, and Caleb Berry does too. I'm very pleased with their attitude and their development, and I think Coach Keck's doing a very good job of coaching them. But we got a lot in, and it's a lot for us, and we put a lot on our quarterbacks, and this will be a very good week for them. And they'll be a much better after watching this film. I mean, we went, I think, 90 plays tonight, so they have a lot of film to watch, and they'll be better after watching this.
What you think of what Herschel Sims showed at that run?
Well, good. I mean, it's good to see, but it was what we kind of thought he could do. He has the combination of speed, but it's power, but he can also burst it, and it was good to see because I was thinking he was going to be that fast. It was good to see it.
The defense, like you mentioned, they came out to play.
They did.
Pretty hard hits too, a couple of turnovers.
Yeah.
And what in that 3-4 defense that you're running, what does that allow them to do that maybe you guys weren't able to do the last couple of years?
There's more movement to it. You got more parts moving, and we got lighter people that can move, and it matches our personnel very well, and we're deeper to where they can really turn it loose, knowing that if they get tired, we can roll them, even though we try not to do that as much tonight. But right now, our defense is ahead of our offense, and that's fine. You never have every unit at the same level anyway. They're ahead of our offense right now, and I'd like to think that we're going to be very good defensively. If we are, number one, that's fine for our football team, and number two, that's going to be fine for our offense because if we get to see a good defense every day, that's only going to make us better.
Would you like to have seen some more sustained drives to keep guys out there for longer?
I would have, and the only negative thing of the whole scrimmage was when we put the threes out there, we had a few freshman linemen play like freshmen. They still was doing a little of that high school Mickey Mouse stuff, and we clear that up, but they got some growing pains. They got some things to go through, but to get back to your question, offensively, we got to have more consistency. We got to move the ball. We got to get it in the end zone more. Too many field goals tonight.
You want to add?
It's now, is this week, we got a huge week of practice, and we got the banquet Sunday night, and it's filling up. We're way ahead of where we were on table sales from a year ago, but we still got some room, and that's just part of it. We got to do a good job with that. This is a big week. It's a big week for us, followed by a big weekend.
One more. How impressed were you with the freshmen in live action tonight that got to play? Like Darrell Harris had a couple of big plays. I saw Michael Handy with a couple grabs.
Our freshman class overall, I'm impressed with them, but we're really planning on trying to redshirt every freshman we could, but I think we're going to have 4 or 5 that we're not going to have the opportunity to do that only because they're playing so well, and Darrell Harris is one of them. Jace has a chance to get in the mix now with an injury to Kyle Hildreth. Ronnie Jones has a chance to get in the mix now at linebacker since Anthony Beard's out. I'm probably missing on a couple. Michael Handy's one of those. There's about 5 of them now that we're probably not going to redshirt, and as we go along, that could change. And I really like our freshmen's attitude. They're working hard, and not keep them after about every 3 days and talk to them about just staying together and staying all in school and what they're going to be like if they keep growing. I know everybody likes their classes, but I think in my 4 years here, this is the best freshman class we've signed. I really do.
Thank you.
I'm not knocking out other players or other classes, but I think the coaches did a very good job of recruiting, and I'm pleased with the entire class.
Thank you, Coach.